Holy money will I Selassie I the seventh Adonai, yeah? Once to give thanks and praise to all things which is life and light, joy and peace and harmony, you know? There again I send for a soul note, energy, frequencies, you know? Most time the spirit just to do these things, so we just work off for the divine spirit and the divine frequency and the divine energy. Don't know, my name is Life Child, otherwise known as Ankh Metu. You know, Ankh is life and Metu representing light or the child that is within, you know. It's a child shall lead the way, and a child leading the way don't literally mean a child that is going to come and tell you some stuff, you know. But the childlike spirit in you, or that Christ-like consciousness, or that Christ-like meditation, or that Christ-like manifestations of one frequency, one energy, one thought patterns, and one light essence. You know, so the light inside of you is that child, you know. We have to be very humble more as a child, you know, to create that vibration and that essence within where we can hold forward a clean and pure vibration there of life and light and its true divine essence. Don't know, personally, I was born in a place called Clarendon, 1983, 22nd of April, you know. Very powerful day, very vibrating day, you know. My dad born on the 22nd of December, and my mother born on the 22nd of May, you know. 22, Bombaras clock, triple two that, you know. So I want to understand the frequency I carry within the 22 essence, you know, ones who know about the 22, you know, and the 22 again. So, mother, papa, and child, what kind of energy that is? A very powerful magnitude and a very powerful frequency, you know. So, I want to give thanks, you know. Down at the age of 8 months old, mama passed it away, you know, and the journey began at the age of 8 months old when I have for those know so watch her. You know, a story that someone told me that my mom, you know, on the Friday before she died, because my mom died on a Monday, 1984, it was a Monday to be exact, you know, and before she died, you know, it's like she used her foot to push her away and say, yo, you know, learn to survive on your own because soon you're not going to have a mom around you. It's like my mom know that she was going to journey, you know, she know that, yo, me as a little baby son, I forgot go through some serious atrocity and some serious things where I forgot to develop and become a warrior upon the warrior zone, you know. Don't know, we done the work of spiritual wickedness and evil. I don't know. That's how it because that's how we have to put it. But it's a great energy and a great magnitude and a great frequency within the true essence of life and light and joy and peace, you know. Because you don't know, mama has never left my side, you know. Regardless if she was in the spiritual world, she's always standing right beside her, right behind of my vibration. Means she stand behind me, make me aware for what go on around me, around my surrounding. You know, she come to me in my dreams and in my visions and she show me things that I need to know. So I must say gratitude to that beautiful woman that gave birth. And I must say give thanks again to the ancient of anciency, the Queen Mother of the galaxy of the very Anunnaki tribe which I hail from. Enough one to know that my identity. So we say the identity, enough one still don't know for chase even a memory from the ancient days of the Atlantis, or way before the Atlantis, or way before times and spaces, you know. You know, ones can chase back even the ancient frequency for the galactical meditation, knowing that them connect themselves with the ancient of anciency. And that is real life child. Or Ankh Metu is a part of that ancient vibration and that ancient frequency which I connected to. And to the youths out there, I want to make them know says light. Yeah? And light is light. Yeah? And light is joy, and light is peace, and light is harmony. And one have to go within them true divine self and connect within them true divine frequency. A years now, I teach people about the life consciousness. And when we say the life consciousness, we talk about the Christ consciousness, where one's become the God in themselves. Yeah, one become the Christ in themselves. One develop their minds towards the Christ consciousness, because Christ is not a physical being. Enough one never know that. And enough one get misinterpreted and misled. when them not even understands the Christ is the Christ consciousness. The Almighty is the Almighty consciousness. It's a divine consciousness that once can be a part of and take part of. Yeah, it's there for once to tap into within their thoughts, within their minds, within the subconscious energy. We are talking about the high magnetical frequency. We govern all human species. We govern all species. We rule through the galaxies because, beyond the 7 chakras, you have the soul above, you have the soul below. Yeah, you have the diamond. Before the diamonds, you have the golden consciousness because of the soul above and soul below is the golden consciousness. And a lot of eye artwork, them speak within the golden consciousness because I use a lot of gold in my artwork. If people know who Life Child is and what the artwork that I'm doing is really healing, it really speaks to the minds and really connect to the thoughts of people where it really re-energizes one consciousness and one vibration towards the true essence of life. That is the golden consciousness. And then we have the diamond frequency. Then we have the quantum. And beyond the quantum, you explore energies beyond energies of light frequencies and energies beyond that. Portals beyond portals, frequencies beyond frequency. And these are just a part of the consciousness that we are a part of. And we give thanks that we are enlightened enough and we can speak of these divine principles and these divine light and these divine consciousness. And you are people. And I respect the message, share the message. Yeah, many people out there know Life Child for who Life Child is, and many people try for shadow eye energy. I'm tell you that now. Enough of them know themselves personally because a whole heap of ones I sit down and I reason with and I share a whole heap of energy too. You understand? And when I say I share the energy, mean I energize them frequency, I magnetize them consciousness. I make them aware of a whole heap of deepness because if one's know who Life Child is, one knows the Life Child have eyes where see way beyond the existence of certain things. You understand? And when I speak, I'm not really afraid when I speak. I speak the true divine light. I give thanks to my archangel, them, I respond to my frequency and my energy. And them tell myself to come out and talk and make ones know of the true divine light because also the energy we are talking about the Archangel Michael, we are talking about Raphael, we are talking about Gabriel, we are talking about Uriel, and we are talking about many more archangels right now. We see it up within the manifestation of flesh. We are govern earth, and we are talking about even I itself as one of them light energy that we are carrying, a light frequency because we know self. And to know self is one of the greatest things. To understand mind and consciousness and how to frequent thoughts within the subconscious mind and to bring things within the true divine magnificent frequency and within the manifestations of life energy. Yeah, I don't call myself Life Child for no reason. I is Life Child, and if I want to understand what Life Child is, means I generate life. I not just carry the life energy. Carrying the life energy is also bringing forward the art of life. I will say the art of life. We speak about the magnetical frequency where I transmit art energy. This is life. This is life in its rawest divine essence. That is life. This is the magnetical time and space where Life Child sees within an energy and try to create that beautiful vibrations of life energy and life frequency. So I just start. Do where I do the thing. You understand? When we say where I do it to me, I do it within the true divine essence. You understand how we are doing it with the true divine order. When I come for disrespect, we come for really re-energize with people them. A whole heap of my people them falter. Even I myself did falter. But here we are going. When we wake up in our consciousness and see self, we have to know to watch it. There's nothing more beautiful than self, And ones have to learn how to love self and appreciate self. So, judgment is not to cast down another. Judgment is just for one to accept righteousness and accept purity and accept liberty and accept the true divine consciousness of life energy and life essence and light frequency. And one's not forbid themselves. Yeah, one's just to appreciate themselves. Now beat yourself for your mistakes that you make because your mistakes becomes your joy. Your mistakes become your lessons. Your mistakes become the energy to energize your frequency towards a higher dimensions of consciousness, of light, of joy, of peace, of harmony, And we just they are energized the thing. And we just want once for no. And it's a beautiful energy, as I tell people out there. When I say it's a beautiful energy, I mean it's a very beautiful energy. I want to share that to a lot of youth out there. So from time to time, a lot of ones will say I sing a lot of songs and try to send out a lot of messages and send out a lot of healing energy, because you don't know Life Child is one of those ancient healers. Now we say healing, we talk about using even the very crystal stones that we're wearing. Some very rare crystal stones that I myself handpicked. You know, even this crystal stone, I want you to see it is not a very ordinary crystal. And these are some very powerful healing crystals. Anybody who know about Life Child and them crystal stones, them. The street talk and the eye talk, is in the street speak to eye based on what the gemstones has done for them. You know, and anyone know about the copper frequency, see me. Life Child have some of the most unusual energy, you know, where we do it first. And I brag now, both you understand? So we are pace setter and trend setter in the game, and it's not about to brag or to boast, but we just make someone understand. So we are the consciousness of the Almighty creator.